Let's go over the full voice cast for Mufasa the Lion King. But before we get started, you know the drill. Please like this video, share and subscribe. And with that, let's get into what we have for today's video. So let's start with our returning characters. Donald Glover is returning as the voice of Simba and Beyonce is returning as Nala. I think both characters are going to have very little screen time in this film, maybe just at the beginning and in the end, and I would have said they won't get a song because of how the story is going to be in this film, but that wouldn't make any sense because why would anybody not want to have Beyonce in their movie soundtrack? But the question is, would it be a new song or a remix of We Are One featuring Simba, Nala and Kiara? But we'll just have to wait and see. And for Kiara, we have Blue Ivy Carter stepping into the role. Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner are returning as Timon and Pumbaa, possibly for the older and younger versions of the character, and we have John Kani returning as Rafiki. Now for the new voice cast, of course Aaron Pierre and Kelvin Harrison Jr. are stepping into the role of young Mufasa and Scar, Kagiso Lediga is playing a younger version of Rafiki, and Preston Neiman is taking on the role of young Zazu. Nothing was mentioned about John Oliver, so I'm guessing we may not be seeing older Zazu in this film. Moving on, we have Tiffany Boone taking on the role of young Sarabi, Kid David as Masego, that's Mufasa's biological father, and Anika Noni Rose, our voice of Tiana, as Afia, Mufasa's biological mother. Now when you consider the fact that their parents are getting new names, you'll know that this is like a whole different story entirely, because over the years we've had different versions of the Lion King giving us kind of like an origin story for Mufasa and Scar, and the names of the parents are different from what we're having here, so just have that at the back of your mind that this is a brand new tale. Now on to Scar's side of the family, we have Lennie James as Obasi, Scar's father and Mufasa's adopted father, and we also have Thandiwe Newton as Eshe, Scar's mother and Mufasa's adopted mother. We'll talk about this new family dynamic in an upcoming video, but let me just say this, as a Nigerian, I can confirm to you guys that the names Obasi and Eshe are of Nigerian origin. The Akwa Ibom people of South Nigeria bear the name Obasi, while Eshe means thank you in Yoruba, so take note of that fun fact. Then we have a new interesting character that we should all keep an eye out for. Mads Mikkelsen is taking on the role of Kyros, a formidable lion with big plans for his pride. I'm sure this character is going to drive the plot of this show, so I'm really excited to see what they do with him. And finally, we have additional voices for undisclosed roles, and they consist of the voices of Brylin Rankins, Pio Somolu, Folake Olowo Foyeku, that's Abishola from Bob Hats Abishola, really love that show, Joanna Jones, Tuso Mbedu from The Woman King, Sheila Atim, Abdul Saliz and Dominic Jennings. Wow, like this is such a huge voice cast and I can't wait to see them in action. So whose performance are you anticipating the most? Share that down in the comment section below. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.